this is how I place a stitch marker in the two little bumps that are created by the long tail cast on. I'm just going to kind of scoop in and pick up that loop and scoop in and pick up that loop again. If I had 3 stitches in my I-cord edge, then I would be picking up 3 loops right there. There are many ways to do things like this, but I'm describing this in a couple patterns, and I thought, why not record a little video? This is demonstrating for a 2-stitch I-cord edge. The same logic would follow if you have 3 or 4 stitches. So I've just used a long tail cast on to cast on 2 stitches, and I've used this locking stitch marker to kind of mark sort of where the bumps are for the cast on loop. That part's probably not necessary, but I don't know. I like doing stuff like that to help myself find the stitches later. I'm going to work my I-cord, my 2-stitch I-cord. So I work 2 stitches and then I slide them back to work again without turning the work. And I work those 2 stitches one more time. So I've now worked my 2-stitch I-cord twice. And if I sort of give the work a little quarter turn here, I can see that there's 2 V's along the side. Now if I had worked 3, there'd be 3 V's along the side and so forth. And remember, this is marking my kind of cast on. So I have 2 stitches on the needle, and without turning the work to the wrong side, I'm going to dip underneath both legs of that V and pick up and knit 1 stitch. So I have 3 stitches, and now I'm going to go ahead and do that one more time. Pick up and knit 1 more stitch. As I said, if I had worked that I-cord a little bit longer, I would just go ahead and pick up 1 in every single edge. In this particular case, I have 4 stitches on the needle, and I'm now going to turn my work to the wrong side. I'm going to move my tail yarn out of the way. And I have my working yarn in the back of the work, and I'm going to go ahead and take these little marked stitches that I marked with my locking stitch marker. I'm going to just scoot them right on the needle. You see? Look at that. I got my 2 stitches on the needle, and I'm ready for action on the wrong side of the work. In this particular instance, I am going to be knitting my two edge stitches. I'm leaving that marker in because I want to show it to you in a minute. Now, sometimes I actually think I picked this one up sort of backwards. I think it's gonna, so I'm knitting that through the back loop just to kind of make sure that it works out okay. I'm going to purl into the front and the back of the next stitch, and I'm going to purl another stitch and then slip 2 with yarn in front. I'm going to work, so basically I've picked up and I've now worked that little I-cord edge. I'm going to continue to work a couple of rows, but the nice thing that I like about a small cast on like this, unlike some of the cast ons I have in my patterns, which are very long provisional cast ons, this is only a couple of stitches. And so even if I'm not, totally satisfied with how it looks, I should be able to figure it all out, right? So I'll come back and show you in just a minute what it looks like. Okay, as promised, I worked a little bit more and I kept this marker in. And so the moment of truth, I can take it out. And I'm going to show you, there's my I-cord edge. Now it looks like maybe I got a slightly funky loop right there. If I can live with it, oh there, you know what? It actually looks pretty darn good. So I will go ahead and weave in my end along. I'll continue to work my piece, and at the end I will show you how to do a seamless I-cord bind off so that we end up I'll end up grafting my working stitches to my working stitches so that this I-cord is seamless around the whole thing. Now, like I said, if I work this much, I took out my stitch marker, I looked at it and I thought, I don't really like it. This is pretty low stakes to start over again with this small number of stitches. And I think this is just a neat little a neat little way to create an I-cord edge along your work. Thanks.